Hi there, happy Tuesday. Hopefully you're having a great day so far. TJ Springer here in the Storm Center for Fox 35 Weather Plus. We're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and we're live on Fox Local. This is our daily show. If you've never watched it before, we do this every weekday at 3:30 now. It used to be at 3, but now it's at 3:30. We lead you in right to the 407 with Marlisa Goldsmith. If you've not checked that out, certainly a good idea. That would be that'd be great. We'd love to have you tune in. I'm hopping on Facebook right now, seeing if we've got any questions yet. Let me know where you're watching from. I see 11 of you watching, which is great. I shared this on my page. Let me see if we have anybody on YouTube just yet. Let me see. Alrighty. I see 14 of you watching on YouTube right now. Hi, Berlinda. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Car Story. Love that you're watching, Gethsemane. I know you're typically on. Hi, Elizabeth. A little bit. As I'm about to cough, I apologize. Excuse me. I still have my my medicine cabinet over here. I have some water. Hopefully this will get me through. Yeah, I'm trying to get. I feel like I'm on the mend, but it's just this. Got to be honest. It's this pesky cough. Maybe you guys have been battling this winter cold as well, but it has been a little tough. I just can't seem to shake it for whatever reason. Hi, Alice. Hi, Scott. Yeah, that warmer weather. It is starting to develop. Let's just say that it's definitely warmer today than where we were yesterday, and we're going to get a lot more as we progress through the remainder of the week, which will be great. Also, I think I told you yesterday, I was trying to wear some festive attire. Picked out another. I know it might be kind of tough on camera, but I did pick a green and red bow tie out. Got some snowmen on my pocket square here. So trying to keep it fun here as we get closer and closer to Christmas. Now, this is day 3 of Hanukkah, is that right? Already? Crazy. It is just hard to believe that we are already here. And 2026 is just around the corner. Car Story, I love that. Yeah, you'll definitely get some top-down driving weather here as we progress through the next 7 days. Here's a live look right now. This is downtown Orlando. It does look a little gray. It looks a little gloomy out there. But it hasn't been a bad day. I think as a whole it's been a little brighter compared to what we saw yesterday. Tomorrow, though, I think a little more cloud cover. We are watching out for another weak boundary that will start to lift its way on in. But we're actually tracking another cold front that'll move our way as well. It is 3:37, just so you know. If you are watching on Fox Local, we do have a short little break coming up here at 3:40, but if you don't want to miss anything, you don't have to. You can hop on Facebook and YouTube. And just a little PSA, we'd love it if you share these, you get the word out. And we appreciate each and every one of you that are faithful, and we see a lot of you hopping on each and every day, which is great. I know 3 o'clock, now 3:30, it's kind of a tough time of the day. I know some of you might be maybe sneaking a peek at this at work, maybe you work from home, maybe you're just hanging out at home and you're tuning in, so we certainly appreciate it. Berlinda, that is something that I've never seen, a blinking bow tie. Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy. I do have like a really big one. That I have that I've worn for St. Patrick's Day, but it's like not like a real one. It's like a huge, it's like a clown bow. It's green, it sparkles. Hi, Paul, how's it going? I love that you're watching from Orlando. Thanks for hopping on. Clayton, what's up? Thank you. I appreciate the kind words, man. Thank you so much. Alrighty, again, a little gray, a little gloomy. And I think probably going to get a little more of that tomorrow, sadly. Here's the big picture. We can see high pressure shifting eastbound, and we're getting that onshore flow now. So with that northeasterly breeze, just a heads up before we go any further, Fox Local friends, break coming at you here in just under a minute. Northeasterly wind, a little more moisture still coming off the Atlantic. So we're going to have this mixture of clouds and sunshine, I think. But I do think once the sun goes down, we will see some clearing. And with that clearing, I do think we'll have to watch out for a bit of fog around the Sunshine State here tonight. So if you have plans to travel early tomorrow, I actually will be. I'm hoping that doesn't delay the plane. But if you're hitting the road, you're traveling early on, certainly something to monitor. But right now, not too crazy. It looks like we are seeing a couple of showers. We did have a slim chance of that in the forecast again tomorrow with that onshore flow. A couple sprinkles popping up across Brevard County, St. Johns River County. Let me pull on our radar real fast and see if we can get a better glimpse at these. This is our exclusive radar. A couple of sprinkles there on the intracoastal between South Patrick Shores, Satellite Beach. A nice little one went right across the Cocoa Beach Pier. Ron John's, Coconuts, a couple of places there, right on Cocoa Beach. And it looks like they're kind of falling apart as they move inland from the intracoastal. But don't be shocked if you encounter a couple raindrops. We'll be watching that chance here through the remainder of the evening. Hi Minerva, thank you so much for the kind words. I appreciate it. Right back at you. Amanda, thank you. Glad you like the bow tie and the pocket square. All right, let me see if there's anybody on Berlinda. You'll have to let me know where you've seen these blinking bow ties. you'll have to let me know. Excuse me, I apologize. I'm so sorry. All right, well, we'll watch those sprinkles here. But the big story today, it's a transitional day for us. It's the change from the chilly conditions that we had Monday to a more typical air mass this time of the year. This is a little more seasonable, a little more normal for this time of December. 71 in Orlando, 70 in New Smyrna, 67 in Gainesville. Still chilly, but nothing we can't handle, right? Compared to yesterday, much warmer now. 11 warmer in Palm Coast, 13 warmer in Gainesville. Not quite as big of a difference for those of us around the city. Beautiful in Orlando, but hey, warmer nonetheless, right? We'll take it. Now, this morning, it was chilly. Did you grab the jacket? Let me know if you went out, if you're watching us here in the Sunshine State, or if you're watching from somewhere much cooler where I'm sure jackets are normal. Did you grab the jacket? We had 40 in Ocala, 38 in Gainesville. I know for me personally, that is certainly jacket weather. And I went out walking Gizmo this morning with the jacket. And I still have the jacket right over there. It's ready to go. Granted, it's freezing in the studio, so I always have a jacket on. 57 in Cocoa Beach, 50 in Kissimmee, right around 50 in Orlando. But highs since midnight have gotten into the 70s. This is exactly what we were. Well, wait a minute. Something is gravely wrong in New Smyrna Beach. It is not 106 degrees. That's hilarious. 106 degrees. I'll have to see. There must be some sort of issue with our weather sensor out in New Smyrna. It might need to be recalibrated. That is so funny. I should snip this up and post this. For our New Smyrna friends, no, it is not 106 degrees. Everywhere else, aside from the surface of the sun in New Smyrna, 71 in Orlando, 70 in the Villages, 72 in Cocoa Beach. Those are our highs so far today. Robert, how are you? Do you think Christmas will be warm? That is a great question. I am thinking Christmas will likely be a little warmer than what we probably had on Monday, but there are some signals now for the potential for a cold front early next week in the Monday to Tuesday time frame. Excuse me, I apologize. So that may set the stage for slightly cooler conditions maybe on Christmas Eve. We'll have to see. I know it's still a little far out. Data we'll have to watch, see how trends start to develop over the next few days. But it looks like either way, we will be above normal heading closer to Christmas and beyond, getting closer to the start of 2026. If you have plans to do a little shopping here this evening, not looking too bad. It's a little cool, so probably a good idea to grab the jacket. Let me know, have you finished your Christmas shopping yet? I finished today officially, for the most part. We're doing a little Secret Santa, and that I have not tackled just yet. But family, friends, I've gotten that taken care of. Kind of finished that up this morning, right before work. Robert, hello to you in the villages. Love that. Clayton, yeah, scarf and pea coat. Clayton, where are you watching from? Are you watching from here in the Sunshine State? I haven't worn my pea coat yet this year. All right, tonight, back down. Welcome back, Fox Local friends. A little late. Sorry after that quick break. Watching out for the fog. And temperatures right around average for this time of the year. Still a little milder near the coast, mid-60s in Melbourne and Cocoa Beach, 53 in Leesburg, right around 50 from Ocala northbound to Gainesville. Ooh, Robert, I love it. Heading to the world of Disney to do a little damage. Yeah, I looked at my Disney credit card. I wasn't a happy camper. I'm right there with you. 'Tis the season, right, man? 'Tis the season. All right, tomorrow, continuing on the warming trend, mid to upper 70s around the metro. So we're continuing to warm things up. A little more cloud cover tomorrow with that boundary lifting northbound. So that may bring only about a 10% chance of a sprinkle on Wednesday on our hump day. But still something we'll be watching out for, kind of like today. Might squeeze out a couple of raindrops. But overall, not a big concern right now. Higher chances on Thursday. So now if you are getting out to maybe Hollywood Studios tomorrow, it's the last, if you're wanting to go to Disney and check out a really fun Christmas event. I know I've already talked about this before with you. We've had a blast. Eric and I, we've gone to Jollywood Nights now twice. We got a push alert from Disney that there are still tickets available to Disney's Jollywood Nights at Hollywood Studios. It feels like the epitome of an event for Disney adults. It just feels like you're at a Christmas party. Fun drinks, fun things to eat, just a blast. It gets you in the holiday spirit, some really fun shows. And there are tickets still available tomorrow, just because I got that push alert to my phone. But the rest of them have sold out. All Mickey's Very Merry Christmas parties have sold out. Just a little something to put on your mind if you wanted something fun to do for the holidays. Going to be a nice day for it. Still probably need to grab the hoodie, grab the sweatshirt if you're getting out and about. So, Jim, how are you? Watching from Ocala. Love it. Thanks for hopping on, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. 65 for the fireworks for Fantasmic. I guess Fantasmic will be earlier tomorrow, but the fireworks, the Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, that is the fireworks spectacular for Jollywood Nights. Now, as we flip the calendar forward, this is now Thursday. This is 3 a.m. on Thursday. Seeing some showers. This might be a little bit overdone on our Fox weather model, but nonetheless, we're watching the showers out ahead of this cold front, okay? So this will be the story for Thursday into Friday. Thursday morning, few showers. We've upped our chances, just a little bit, and it's looking like not a washout on Thursday, but hit or miss showers nonetheless. Certainly, look at all the rain in the Gulf out ahead of this front. You can see all the rain there, and it's looking like as this cold front starts to slide in, we can still have some showers around for the morning drive on Friday. This is 9 a.m., and then this gets through and temperatures do start to cool down a little bit as we head into our Friday night and Saturday morning.
Check it out, right?
So we'll keep tabs on that. Morning lows, average low 53, above normal tonight, and then 60s. Look at the conditions Friday morning. 66 degrees, but then we're back below normal. A little chilly, probably some spots in the 40s to the north and west. Ocala, Gainesville, Denellen. on Saturday, and then we're starting to warm back up close to normal Sunday morning. So it's another short-lived cool down, cold snap, brief, but still somewhat potent. Not quite as potent, though, as what we woke up to yesterday and again this morning. Now, this is the big picture here. This is from the Climate Prediction Center, always something to look at when you're looking at the big picture in terms of our temperature. So this is day 6 to 10, 22nd through the 26th. Pause. Fox Local friends, quick break coming at you here at 3:50 until 3:52. If you don't want to miss anything, hop on Facebook, hop on YouTube. The darker the shades of red that are on the map, the greater the chances of us being above normal in our temperatures for this time of December. So this is through Christmas. Now, as we look even more forward, deeper into the future, this is now the 24th, Christmas Eve, through just about New Year's Eve, also looking like we are going to stay above normal as well. So we'll be watching this trend, and same story for our precipitation, which is not good for the drought. Looking like we're going to stay below normal there. A good chance of staying below normal through Christmas. Same story as we get closer to New Year's Eve. So we'll be keeping tabs on that drought. Actually, I'm going to see if I can pull up that drought monitor real fast while I'm thinking about it. Alrighty. So here is the current drought. Many of us are not under a drought, but notice dry conditions from portions of Marion County down into Lake County, Sumter County, a good bit of the metro with all the rain that we've seen through the last couple months or so. When we had the rain in October, even into November, we've certainly had a lot of rain, so that's why we're not seeing the drought. But the farther west you live, and the farther north and west you live, check out Tallahassee in an extreme drought, which is not good the closer we get to springtime for wildfire season. So that's not great, but that's something we'll continue to watch as we head through the next few weeks and beyond, because we certainly will need some rain. All right, let's pop back up the radar here. Take a little glimpse at what's going on nationwide here, shall we? Zoom things out. Another clipper moving across the northern tier of the country. Looks like it's going to miss a good bit of the nation, moving through the southern provinces of Canada right now, and the Canadian provinces. There's another storm system that is just about to move onshore of the Pacific Coast. Some rain in Northern California, Redding, Eureka. Some more rain up closer to Seattle. Some snow in the mountains, the higher terrain of Montana mixing in toward Idaho. But overall, fairly quiet picture nationwide. High pressure and control of a good bit of it. All right, welcome back, Fox Local friends. Okay, it's 3:52, and what I want to do right now is I actually want to bring in Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner. He's talking a little bit about the winter solstice, which is not too far away. Now remember, I want to preface this, December 1st, that is the start of meteorological winter, but of course, the winter solstice, astronomical winter, that begins in just under a week. So let's swing things over to Brooks for a little update on the winter solstice.
Well, you've probably heard us talking about how it's wintertime. In the weather world, meteorology, the meteorological start of winter is December 1st, encompassing the three most likely months in the northern hemisphere, December, January, February, that we see winter weather. But astronomically, in the official start of winter that you'd see on your calendar, well, that's coming up on Sunday. It's called the winter solstice. So what's the difference? What is all this meteorological versus astronomical winter? Well, it's all about the angle. So here's the sun, and during the winter solstice, the northern hemisphere is tilted away from the sun at more than 23 degrees. Now, that's a lot. That's, up and down is a noticeable thing, right here. And so we're tilted a pretty good amount. And in the sense of the world, that means that not only are we farther away from the sun, but we're also getting less hours of light, fewer hours of light. And so there's less available time to warm things up with those direct solar rays. And so that's what winter is, right? We have shorter days, longer nights, it gets colder, and you get the snow, and you get the snowmen, and you get the blizzards, and you get all the travel woes. But here in Florida, you get the comfortable weather. It's all about the Earth's axis being tilted away from the sun. And this solstice occurs at 10:03 a.m. on December 21st, which is Sunday. After that, the Earth starts tilting back toward the sun again in the northern hemisphere, and we approach summertime, which happens in June, the summer solstice. So it's all about those solstices. And the winter one is the beginning of the season that, of course, it's coldest in the northern hemisphere. So the official start is Sunday at 10:03 a.m., shortest day of the year, and winter will last 88 days, 23 hours, and 42 minutes. But who's counting? It's about 3 months. Anyway, that said, this is where it's kind of interesting, right? Because with the tilt away from the sun, our length of days is shorter, so we have less light. And it's a noticeable thing. It's all about your angle. So during the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year, we have 10 hours, 19 minutes, and about 36 seconds of light. That's the longest night you have all year round. Now, the longest day is the summer solstice. That's in June, June 21st. 13 hours, 57 minutes, 41 seconds. So we're talking about this Sunday, we'll have more than 3.5 hours less light than we do during the summertime. So just think about that, right? 3.5 hours less sunshine. And when you do get the sunshine, it's at a lower angle in the sky, so it's less effective. That's why we can go skiing in the northern hemisphere in the wintertime. It's kind of an interesting thing how it all kind of comes together. And it's all about the solstices. It's all about the angle. So the winter solstice, the official start of winter, when we're tilted farthest from the sun, happens this Sunday. But if you're a fan of the warmer side of the year, starting Monday, our days will get longer. And before you know it, we'll be back to those early sunrises and later sunsets. In Florida, it doesn't mean much. Our weather is nice generally all year round, but at least we catch a break from that unrelenting humidity during the wintertime. So it's a season that a lot of folks down here really look forward to. While up north, winter is a season that a lot of folks kind of dread. All right, back to you.
Thanks, Brooks. Yeah, you know what? Being from Maryland, that was something that I have to say felt like it would never end. You get through New Year's, you get through January. Into February, you're like, wow, these months feel long. Wow, these days feel long. Even though they're quote-unquote shorter days, you know, at least daylight-wise. Maybe that's why winter just feels so long. It feels gray. It feels gloomy. But that's something that we really don't have to deal with all that much with here in Florida. We'll have some gray days. And we've had some gray days. Even today, we're seeing some of the cloud cover out there. But it's not terribly often that here in Florida will we see a completely gray, cloudy day unless we have a tropical system that we're watching, or we have another storm system that's moving across the country, moving down through the southeast. So who's ready for winter? Who's ready for the official start to winter, even though we're already in meteorological fall? Or meteorological winter, excuse me. I need to get some more coffee. Goodness gracious. All right, also, while Brooks was breaking down the winter solstice, I was curious. I wanted to look up and see what our national day was, at least one that was kind of fun. It is National Chocolate Covered Anything Day, December 16th. So, are you a chocolate fan? Do you love chocolate? Do you live for chocolate? If so, what kind of chocolate do you like? Are you a milk chocolate kind of guy, gal? Or are you a dark chocolate fan? I'm curious. That's the question of the day. I know I don't have it up right now. I accidentally just closed out of our weather system, so I think I've lost all of my progress today, so that's not good. So I guess you could say I'm having one of those days. But hey, at least it's National Chocolate Covered Anything Day, right? Maybe I'll go get a chocolate. Ooh, almost dropped my phone. See what I mean? Maybe I'll go get a chocolate covered something on my dinner break. Maybe some chocolate covered strawberries or something along those lines. All right, it is just about 3:58, just about to leave you for the day, but I will be back for an update on the forecast tonight at 5, at 6, at 8 on Fox 35 Plus, WRBW, and then back at 10 and 11. Right now, we're just 2 minutes shy of the 407 with Marlisa Goldsmith. Marlisa, if you have not watched this show, it is a blast. It is so much fun. and it's just a great way to lighten things up a little bit. It's so much fun, and one of the things that you may not, if you've not watched the show, you get to choose the news, which is really cool. You get to scan the QR code on the screen when Marlisa talks about it, and you get to choose the story that she gets to talk about. How fun is that? So that's coming up at 4 o'clock. Marlisa, Lauren Margolis, and the entire team. So be sure to tune in if you've not done so. And, of course, we'll be back at 5 for Fox 35 News. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you later tonight. Bye.
Well, you've probably heard us talking about how it's wintertime. In the weather world, meteorology, the meteorological start of winter is December